Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Again, today I've got a handful of nodules from eastern Arizona. We're going to cut and see what's on the inside. So let's start walking through these and see what we're cutting today. All right, mostly some little nodules. This one looks like it's an agate. No windows. And then a little one, another possible agate, and no windows. All right, well, this one's got a window. It's definitely going to be a banded agate. Windows on two sides. So obviously we'll cut that in between and hope for no fractures. All right. Again, this one's got some windows. It's definitely an agate. Look at that banding with that little geode pocket. Again, I'm gonna have to cut in between those two windows. So we'll cut up through here. Hope for a full pattern, no fractures. All right, here's a little one. This one looks like it might have a big fracture in it. I'm not 100% positive this is an agate. This could be a calcite with a little bit of a agate on the skin. It's hard to tell. If I cut it, do I cut it through what could be a fracture? Because that's the best cut, long ways. Or do I try to cut parallel to that fracture? Now, I'm not 100% sure it is a fracture. It could just be the pocket this grew in had a fracture. And this grew after the fact. And it just kind of left a scar. I almost want to say that could be the case because it doesn't seem to go all the way around. We'll see. All right, another little nodule here. This one looks like an agate. No real windows. All right, this one looks like it's gonna have some purple or pink in it. Maybe a little red. Definitely see some banding. Unfortunately, it's got a window on almost all the way around this thing. So it's like, how do you cut it? Could try to cut it diagonally back here and hope I get a full pattern, or cut parallel to this best face and get a half pattern. I'm leaning towards just getting a half pattern, because if I cut back here, I might not get anything but quartz. So I'll probably cut parallel to this face. Okay, another one of those flat ones. Not much of a way of windows other than right there. So I'm hoping this is going to be a good purple one. I know there's a window back here, but I'm going to try to cut this long ways. Alright. This one's a little thicker. It's still kind of flat, but again, it's got that little bit of banding showing, so we'll try to cut through the thick part here. And last up, this is the bigger of all the nodules in this bunch. It does got some banded agate showing here, and it looks like it's got I want to say a quartz or possibly a calcite crystal center. But if I cut it back here, who knows what we'll end up with. So I'll try to cut it parallel to that back here in a thicker part. And if it's really pretty and it's got some ugly calcite in it, I can just dissolve that out. So yeah, I'm anxious to see what's in this one. All right, let me go get these. the saw, get them cut open, and we'll see what's on the inside. Be right back. All right, back from the saw. I'm gonna start with this one, which this piece just powdered off. So you saw that little bit of agate on the end. That's really all it was. The rest of this was just a mixture of whatever this is. Looks like calcite and host rock. Kind of made some of a pattern, but not worth doing anything with. All right. Next up, and this one turned out to be, it's either quartz or calcite or a combination. No agate. All right, next got this little one. This one at least had some purple banding in it. Does have a couple of little fractures. Probably not worth dissolving out the calcite crystals in this one, but I could. Really, it's just got that pretty banding mostly on the end. It is neat for a little stone though. And this one, it's got a little bit of a calcite pocket here. I could dissolve that out and would probably end up looking similar to that. This has got a little bit of calcite. And you got some kind of an inclusion in the purple agate there, like a moss. That's really cool looking. I might actually dissolve the calcite out of this one and polish this. It's a really pretty stone with that moss in there. Very small, but very pretty with that pocket as well. Cool. All right. So I ended up trying to go parallel to that. And yeah, it wasn't much. A lot of calcite, like right in here, fractures, and quartz in between the bands. Does have some color. It's a pretty bands, but not sure I'll do anything with this one as well. Tumbler maybe. Okay, another little one, and this one. All right, it's got some fine banding in it. No fractures, a little bit of dirt in that one. I can clean that, but that's nice for a little one. I do see a fracture in it though. Right across that. It's healed, but it's in there. All right. Next up. All right. A nice little banded agate. So you can see that weird inclusion right there. Fortunately, it's fairly large. It does create kind of a saginite spray into this, but it's very pitted. The banding on this one is nice though. And this side, more the same. I can see some healed fractures in this one. So, nice. Next up we had that one. Let's see if that was any good on the inside. Well, with the fracture and the stone did break. I could probably clean that up a little bit, but it's nice. A little bit of a pocket, quartz crystal pocket in the center. Yeah, it does have some healed fractures in it as well. That's a pretty stone though. All right, 2 left. And this one, nice little banded pattern. It's all white. A little bit of pink around the outside edge maybe. But majority of this is just a white bander. But a lovely pattern. And I don't see any fractures. So that little one's a candidate for flat polishing. Nice. Okay, last up. All right, I'm gonna start off by saying that I did soak this one after I cut it in muriatic acid to clean it out. Let's see how well it came out. Okay. All right, so yeah, this side was completely gunked up. It had half of it was covered with a black calcite crystal, which dissolved out completely. And I left that pretty clean. You got that moss on the bottom, fairly solid, not a lot of pitting. This will take a nice polish. It's a really pretty one. Some good color in it. And the other side, again, nice color. That moss down on the bottom. And you got a nice druzy pocket. A little darker on the inside on this one, which is interesting. Kind of white crystals and almost a pink crystals. But yeah, I'm gonna polish this one. This one's definitely worth polishing. That is nice. It's also a fairly large stone. Compared to the ones that I've found in that area anyways. All right, well, that is the last one in this video. I want to thank everybody for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Have a good day. Bye.